Welcome to the deep dive. You send us sources, we dive in deep and bring you those core insights, basically your shortcut to getting really well informed.
And today, well, it's something pretty special. We're looking at the monthly forecast from someone we actually both know personally and have immense respect for.
That's right, Lorenzo. Astrologer, tarot reader, prophet.
Yeah,
Honestly, his insights are consistently, well, mind-blowing.
definitely. So today's deep dive is his forecast specifically for Pisces. It's for the May 12th, 2025 full moon in Scorpio.
And here's the key thing. We're sharing this exactly as Lorenzo wrote it, word for word. No summarizing, no skipping bits.
Absolutely no interpretation from us. We trust his guidance completely. This is pure Lorenzo.
The source is his PDF. It's called PICC, Stop Following the Path.pdf. And it's all about that Scorpio full moon energy for Pisces.
And Lorenzo always says, remember, if you're a Pisces, check your sun sign and your ascendant, your rising sign gives you a fuller picture.
Okay, let's jump straight in then. This is Lorenzo's forecast. The title is Pisces Sees Stop Following the Path. Become the Portal.
Full moon, May 2025, Tarastrology horoscope for Pisces under the May 12th, 2025 full moon in Scorpio.
And he starts strong. He says, this one doesn't deliver soft spirituality.
No, he goes on. It dismantles the illusion of purpose that was never yours to begin with.
And forces you to walk through the gate you dreamed of but feared to open. Powerful opening.
So powerful. And the core message, he puts it right there. You didn't come here to follow a path.
You came here to become the portal. And he adds, in parentheses, this isn't about expansion, this is about initiation.
Yeah, a real shift in perspective.
Yeah.
Then he sets the scene astrologically and archetypally. The high priestess, full moon, wears death's cloak, Scorpio.
In your ninth house, the temple of truth, philosophy, prophecy, and higher meaning.
Right, the ninth house, that search for truth. He says, this moon doesn't ask you to question what you believe.
It burns the part of you that thought your truth had to be coherent, clean, and consistent.
Wow. You are not here to echo others' teachings. You're here to channel the one they didn't dare name.
The high priestess in the ninth doesn't invite you to learn.
She summons you to remember.
And this distinction is key. Not what's true.
But what's inevitably true for you, that hits hard.
It really does. Okay, next up is what Lorenzo terms the planet sign house tarot archetype drama.
Yeah, I love that phrasing. First aspect. Trying to Saturn the world in Pisces, the moon, in your first house.
This is the culmination of your old identity. So Saturn, the world card, moon in Pisces, first house of self, it's all coming together.
Exactly. He says, you've tried being the dreamer, the healer, the gentle prophet.
Now become the undeniable voice of your own cosmos.
This is spiritual authority, not gifted, but earned in silence, chaos, and self-reclamation. Earned, that's crucial.
Definitely. Next, trine to North Node RX, star reversed, in Pisces in your first.
So another trine, this time with a North Node, destiny point. He writes, your destiny isn't a profession, it's a presence.
Oh, I like that. You've spent lifetimes as the muse, the psychic, the supportive one.
Now you become the axis.
No more waiting for alignment.
You are the alignment. Just claim it.
Yeah. Then a shift in energy. Opposition to Uranus, the Fool, in Taurus, the Hierophant, in your third house.
Opposition, so tension, potential breakthrough.
Yeah.
Uranus, shock factor in the house of communication, he says. Expect mental shocks, divine interruptions.
The spontaneous unlearning of language, structure, and spiritual dogma.
This is the breakdown of your inner voice that still speaks in borrowed ideas.
Like shedding old programming, you've outgrown every script.
Now you speak from the frequency of the unknown. Powerful stuff.
True. Okay, next aspect. Sextile to South Node RX, devil reversed, in Virgo, the Hermit, in your seventh house.
Sextile, opportunity. Relating to past patterns in relationships, the seventh house, Lorenzo says, stop being the safe one in a relationship.
Stop being the soul who holds space while others avoid their own mirror.
Oof. Yeah, direct. You are not here to be understood.
You are here to become so clear, so strange, so uncontainable.
That only the truly aligned will dare remain. Setting boundaries through essence.
Exactly. And the last one in this section. Quincunx to Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, in Gemini, the Lovers, in your fourth house.
Quincunx, that awkward adjustment aspect. Jupiter, expansion in the fourth house of home, roots. He says, your nervous system doesn't know the difference between intimacy and invasion.
Because your root system was planted in fog. What imagery?
Isn't it? This aspect disorients your sense of home, tribe, and voice.
But only because you're finally beginning to see what never belonged.
And then the core truth reveal. The truth. You were never meant to return home.
You were born to build a new one inside your own frequency, building from within.
Lorenzo then highlights what he calls the nuance no one else will catch.
Okay, what is it? He says, this full moon exposes a dangerous fantasy.
That you needed more tools, more teachings, more credentials before you were ready. We hear that a lot.
We do, but Lorenzo says, the truth. You are the teaching.
You are the system. You are the threshold.
And this moon won't let you hide in softness anymore. No more hiding.
No more. And this next line, just wow.
Which one?
He says, this isn't the beginning of your journey.
This is the moment you realize you are the map. That's it. That's the mic drop.
Total mic drop. The full moon in your 9th house doesn't expand your worldview.
It erases it.
Because your soul's direction was never supposed to follow a road.
It was supposed to split the sky. Incredible.
Just incredible vision. Okay, so now it gets practical. Practical, shockingly real advice.
I'm ready. Number 1, delete a spiritual or philosophical belief you've outgrown.
And then literally say, this was true when I needed it, now I release it. Simple, but profound.
Very. Number 2, unfollow one teacher, voice, or mentor that no longer reflects your essence.
Even if they helped once.
Especially if they still inspire you, but now feel off. That takes courage.
It does. Number 3, on May 12th, take a 30-minute silent walk.
Without music, podcast, or stimulation. Just silence?
Ask, what do I know that no one taught me? Then write it down.
That's your doctrine now, your own doctrine.
Yes. 4th point, create a ritual to reclaim your voice.
How? Sit in front of a mirror. Speak the sentence you've always feared to say.
Don't look away, confronting it directly.
And the 5th piece of advice.
Say this aloud on May 12th.
I revoke all doctrines that once kept me safe.
I embody the prophecy I've always been.
I do not follow the path.
I open the gate, declaring it.
So direct, so empowering. And then Lorenzo gives a closing wow line for this part.
He said, this full moon doesn't ask you to believe more.
It asks you to remember what you were born knowing and say it out loud with no apology. Just own it.
No apology. Then there's a section titled, What They're All Missing. What does he say here?
He says, this moon isn't about expansion, beliefs, or even spirituality.
What's it about then? It's about the grief of waking up.
Yeah, you're not just shedding ideas. You're mourning an entire worldview that helped you survive, belong, and make meaning until now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that worldview wasn't truth. It was scaffolding.
And this moon, it rips it off while you're still standing on it. That explains the feeling.
Right. That's why you may feel disoriented, spiritually lonely, emotionally overexposed, tired of holding the light.
It's not because you're lost, he says.
No, but because you're finally seeing clearly the rawness of clarity.
Exactly. And this next bit clarifies so much. This full moon doesn't ask you to change direction.
It shows you that the map you've been using was drawn by a version of you who didn't know you could fly.
Wow. And now, you're not just off course.
You're above the course.
Love that. No more guidance, no more searching, no more overconsumption of meaning.
You don't need a teacher. You don't even need a belief.
You just need to remember this. Your existence is the revelation. Your being is the message.
Powerful. Okay, then there's advanced, sacredly practical advice. Even deeper.
All right. Number 1, burn your bookshelf, symbolically.
Okay, symbolically. Choose one spiritual or philosophical book you once worshipped. Put it away.
Why? You've outgrown it. Simple as that.
Number 2, say this out loud, May 12 before bed.
I dissolve the lie that I must understand everything to walk in truth.
I trust what rises from my silence more than what I read in their scriptures. Trusting the inner knowing.
Deep trust. 3rd, unplug from social media for 24 hours between May 12-13.
Your nervous system needs to recalibrate without spiritual noise. The necessary reset.
Absolutely. And 4th, ask yourself this and write down the first uncensored answer.
The question is, if I could never be exiled again, what would I say, teach, or do?
That's your prophetic core.
That's what this moon came to unleash. Finding that uncensored truth.
And then Lorenzo delivers his final cosmic mic drop.
Oh, this must be good. What is it?
You are not seeking wisdom.
You are what wisdom looks like when it finally refuses to be quiet. Chills. Honestly.
Same here. Just, yeah. And finally, his closing call to action.
Right. He says, if this prophecy ignited something in you, don't keep it to yourself.
Like, share, subscribe. Let others feel this roar.
And if you're ready to step into your own reign order, your personalized astrology or tarot reading from me, Lorenzo.
This isn't entertainment. This is your divine blueprint.
Links below. Let's write your legacy louder, sharply, and truer than ever before. A clear invitation.
Very clear. So that was it. Lorenzo's full forecast, word for Pisces, under the May 12th, 2025 Scorpio full moon.
Exactly as he wrote it. You can feel the potency, can't you? His directness.
Absolutely. It confirms why we hold his work in such high regard. There's no fluff.
None at all.
Yeah.
And it really leaves you, the listener, with some, well, some deep things to ponder.
Like what specific doctrine, maybe one you didn't even realize you had, might be ready for release now.
Or what's that quiet knowing inside you, the thing maybe no one else taught you that's asking to be spoken?
Exactly. This dive into Lorenzo's work, it's a perfect example of what we can uncover when you share your sources. We just explore it deeply.
So what insights are waiting in the next source you bring us? We're ready to dive in.